And now you have a full-time job.
Yeah, I have a full-time job. That is a
As?
disaster. I'm working in a social media marketing agency. Yeah.
Honestly, those agencies, if you end up in a weird one, it's so difficult. Because I ended up in a brand communication agency, one of my internships. I left after 3 weeks. I got
Why?
it was like just the CEO, and then
Okay.
yeah, and then 3 other interns. It was all girls, no one else. It was an apartment complex. It was an apartment, and he would only come in at 11, but we were expected to be there at 9, and it was him and this other man, and he would make the most because obviously different personalities, right? The one that's more easy to push over. There was this other girl who's very saying yes to everything. He would make her go buy her it was like the most stereotypical internship. Make her buy coffee, make her buy him lunch, go over there to go buy him his medicine.
You need to speak louder.
Oh yes, yeah, no, all right, yeah, make him go buy medicine and all that. Yeah, and then he would make her mop the apartment, mop the bathrooms. I'm like, this is crazy. This is not an internship.
Or you're just more close to it, the puppy.
Yeah, or just on the dog. So it can both
So
of
like
us.
this, we put
Oh,
it
is it
behind,
on the nose?
so it's not visible.
Yeah.
But they need to speak louder.
Actually,
4 minutes to start.
and the nose, it actually works perfectly.
Yeah. Because I don't think she couldn't even see it. So. this
Oh my
works great.
god, ChatGPT is so weird.
你们需要在嘉宾进来之前的10秒告诉我。
Oh, so, and you guys need to.
Can you hear me?
So, as the head of the program for psychology, usually, and we are here to discuss gender fluidity. Wait, can you say the top again?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students from UCSI University or not from UCSI. Welcome to Real Talk, where we talk about the journey of exploring their sexuality, break gender and sexuality stereotypes, and spill some real tea to our audience. So if you guys are interested in sexuality topics or you have some thoughts that are awaiting to be discovered, stay to the very end, last end to the show, because we will be coming up with something really, really interesting. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be inspired, enlightened, and entertained. So this is just any talk. This is not just any talk show. This is the ultimate destination for those who crave real talk, real connections, and real moments of pure, unadulterated joy. So from exploring the complexities of modern relationships to dissecting the latest trends in pop culture, no stone will be left unturned on this roller coaster ride of intellectual stimulation and entertainment. We promise you something juicy, so don't forget to strike like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. UCSI Masscom TV is a channel gathering amazing works produced by students from UCSI University Masscom Department. And now we are on live in UCSI MBC, which is Media Broadcasting Center in Block G, Level 1. Okay, so if you guys are interested, feel free to pass by, but I'm not sure if I will be here by the time. So we're on air on 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Tuesday on UCSI Media Broadcasting Center, UCSI Masscom TV. So what are you waiting for? Smash like, subscribe us, and stay tuned for us for every Tuesday. So today we will be inviting a guest, actually not one guest, but 3 guests to share their interesting point of view towards the duality sexuality topic. And we'll be inviting one guest, which is Maldivian. And she is someone who is in the community, which is the duality sexuality community. And we're going to invite one of her friends, an African, but he's straight. I would say straight or mono, whatever. But they will be exchanging ideas about the topic, and also we'll be going to invite someone that is truly special. He's a lecturer in UCSI University in psychology department. And about the topic today, we are going to let him to share his really interesting point of view from a psychological aspect. So today we're going to invite this man, very sweet guy, Dr. Arman, to the set. So after this session, we're going to pass this to our host, Navin, and Dr. Arman to share his aspects of in the psychological point of view of what is happening to the people who are interested in both genders, okay? And also for maybe some other genders, or they have other gender norms, sexuality, and stuff. We're going to find out what is it about in a psychological aspect. Thank you guys very much. And now I'll pass this to Navin.
4, 3, 2,
1. Okay, start. Good morning, everyone. My name is Navin. I'm here live with Mr. Arman, a registered and practical clinical psychologist, as well as head of the program in UCSI. To discuss, Mr. Arman is here to discuss with us the psychological aspects of gender fluidity with us. Yeah. So the first question is it possible for someone who has always identified themselves as straight to one day figure out that they are not straight? They also have emotional attraction to someone of the same gender. How can we understand this psychologically?
All right, very good question. All right, so yes, it is entirely possible for someone who has always identified as heterosexual or straight, right, to be eventually like a bit more explorative or say identify later on in life, like, oh, I'm bisexual, I'm homosexual, etc. So this experience falls within a wide variety or huge spectrum within human sexuality, and it is commonly referred to as like a sexual fluidity or orientational fluidity. So psychologically, this phenomenon can be understood through various forms of aspects or frameworks. So number one, we need to understand that sexuality is very much a spectrum, okay, or a continuum. So it's not like black and white, like, okay, you're heterosexual, homosexual, or bisexual, but rather it moves along the spectrum. And yes, it can somewhat change over time as well. Same thing with like somehow like your personality traits. To a certain extent, it can be modified. All right. Now, from the social cultural perspective, due to societal pressures, sometimes it's not accepted, or sometimes it is a lot more conducive and fosters more of that exploration type of mindset. And also in society right now, mainly in the Western society, it's becoming more accepted for this sexual fluidity, and also exposure, right? Like the old saying goes, you don't know until you try, right? Okay, so yes, and also psychological and emotional factors. Okay, sometimes the emotion is a lot more, how you say, very strong, so it can influence a person's decision in that.
Okay. Next question. At what age does self-awareness regarding sexuality typically appears? How does an individual sexual orientation typically form?
Yeah, so basically, it's no two people are the same. So normally, it's around the adolescent or teenage years. But we know that females hit puberty a lot earlier, right? And for some males, it goes a bit later, or what we call a late bloomer. So, how you say it? Of course, from a psychological perspective, we look at it from the biopsychosocial model. So, biological aspects like your genetics, whether is it like you have extended family members, or maybe siblings who are queer, so that has an influence on their own expression. Then you have the what's called the psychological perspective, which is their own personality traits. Okay, yeah, their own personality traits, their early childhood experiences, whether it's acceptable to do these sort of things. And you have the social environmental aspects, whether religion, whether society is allowing them to express it or not, etc. So overall, it's a long, difficult, and also complicated journey.
Yeah, understandable. And for the last question, in your view, are psychological issues resulting from non-heterosexual individuals experiencing societal pressures prevalent?
Yes, definitely to a certain extent, because of how you say they can people who are queer or within the LGBTQ community can face a lot of stresses related to stigma, societal attitudes, also discrimination, which can contribute to what you call that psychological distress and mental health issues, so like depression, anxiety, suicide, internalized homophobia, internalized transphobia, etc. are can be quite common, unfortunately. Okay, so but before I just want to use this last quote from Lady Gaga from her famous song "Born This Way," right? So no matter gay, straight, bi, lesbian, transgender life, okay, you are basically on the right track, okay, and you were born to survive or you were born this way. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arman.
Okay, so
40 seconds. So, just to start. Okay, back to the set. So thank you very much, Navin and Dr. Arman, from his very interesting point of view. I certainly heard the really interesting quote from Lady Gaga, and also I would really like to thank Dr. Arman for showing his really professional thought. Yes, of course, all people from the community, non-heterosexuals, are actually experiencing a lot of like mental health issues based from the social pressure from peers, from everywhere. Yeah, and from what he said, suicidal issues is happening. And today we are going to mention about the issues of this in the set 2, okay? As we mentioned before, we're going to talk about social discrimination, and also we're going to mention a little stereotypes towards the community, and from what are they experiencing, the equality, discrimination issues, and also stereotypical issues, and what are they actually going through, and how should we deal with it? So today we are inviting 2 interesting guests, and one of the start of the day, I'll just give you a few hints of who is she. Okay, first of all, she's Maldivian, and second, she's someone who is interested in both genders, ladies and guys. Okay, and third, she's someone that is, I think she's sweet and bold, and she's interested in Muay Thai, even though she gave up after a little while. But she's interested in Muay Thai, and this is something really. This is some clues, some little hints for you guys to guess who is this lady. And now, and don't wait anymore, because as what I said, UCSI Masscom TV is a channel that we're going to share a lot of like interesting ideas. So smash likes, and we're going to show some video clips for you.
Hi, I'm Lomel. I'm 21 years old and I'm a Maldivian student at UCSI University for the past 4 years. And I've essentially lived in Malaysia my whole life. When I was younger, I knew something was different. I knew something was slightly different about me, because even then, I knew I didn't just like men. I knew I liked women too. The very first time I realized this was when I was watching Kim Possible and Shido came on screen. I was absolutely mesmerized. It's been a bit difficult. It's been a bit hard because of religion and all that, but I'm going to speak my truth.
Okay, so after the video clip, I think it's time for me to actually invite her to the set. But not only her, I'm going to invite a friend of hers. His name is Edgar. Yeah, all of a sudden I just forgot his name. Yeah, because I'm so excited. So let's invite Luha and Edgar to the set. Yes, hello guys. Hi. Hi. Okay, come take a seat here. So guys, this is Luha and this is Edgar. Luha and Edgar, can you please do a self-introduction to this camera?
Hi, I'm Luha. I'm a mass comm student at UCSI.
And hi, I'm Edgar. I'm a graphic design student at UCSI.
Okay, that's pretty simple because we have a lot of questions to ask Luha and Edgar for today. So you do you guys have any idea what are we going to talk about today?
To my knowledge, it's about the duality of sexuality, innit?
Yes, correct.
Sexuality.
Yes, correct. It's about duality, sexuality, and today we'll have some questions for Luha first. Okay, and Edgar, you can share your opinion in between. So first of all, to Luha, I want to know like when do you realize that you have feelings for both genders?
I think around like middle school, high school, like 8th grade, right? This was around the time where everyone on YouTube, like the big names on the website, were like releasing their coming out videos, and they would like go into detail about their experiences, how they got there, and how difficult it was for them. And I would watch these videos, and I'd be like, there are some parts of this I kind of relate to. There are some elements of this I'm like, oh, this is something you can feel, and it's not necessarily taboo.
I see. Okay. So, talking about this, because when you realize that you're in these feelings, have you been with someone in this community before, as in your friend zones?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, cause like I said, everyone in my age group was also very big on YouTube, right? So there would be people who were already in tune with who they were authentically. So they were more aware of the direction they went in their sexuality, and they would be very open about it. They would talk about it. So by becoming friends with these people and talking about it with them, it also helped me understand like, oh, this is not necessarily a bad thing, right? And then like I said, social media, right? So people who are also very big on social media, who would watch YouTube, go on Instagram, go on Twitter, they would also be willing to be like, yeah, let's talk about this. This is a conversation.
I see. So how about Edgar? Do you have? Are you having a lot of like friends from this community too?
I mean, it's mostly around the time that I came here to Malaysia that I started noticing that like there is more of them, because in Africa we have a very different mentality. But yeah, I do have a couple of friends within this community.
I see. Okay. So for the time when you know that she identified herself as a bisexual, how do you think about it?
I just existed. I don't know. It's kind of like it's not really my responsibility or my decision to make. It has everything to do with whoever else and however else people want to be. So when she told me, it was kind of just like, okay.
I see. So when do you actually like identify yourself as a duality sexuality person?
Like around 10th grade. Like at that point I would be like, I think 15, 16, you know? Yeah. Like, you know, like peak teenhood.
I see, 15, 16. So that is the moment where you developed your personality and also your
I think that's when it got like it was concrete. I knew who I was. Now it just came to the fact of accepting who I was, you know?
I see. So Dr. Aman mentioned about like people from this community are actually going through some challenges from the society. And how do you think of the acceptance of you going through?
I think because we're also in a country that values like religious morals and whatnot, right? There's a whole extra hurdle to come over, right? People are a bit more withdrawn from the idea. So it's more of the fact, are they willing to accept that there are people that exist outside of their values, right? And if like you can hold your values to yourself and then to the people around you, but you can't necessarily enforce it on people who have a different set, right? So I think that's where it becomes a problem in like society.
I see. Okay. So okay, where are we right now? So yeah, talking about this. So may I know about can you share some stories, or if you have any stories of like when you're seeing someone actually like coming out this to you, how do you feel?
Stories of people coming out to me.
Hi,
be honest,
I'm duality.
yeah, actually, it goes a lot like that. But But no, stories of people coming out to me. I think, okay, my stories of people coming out to me are usually me suspecting them. So I would notice it and I'll be like, you're giving, you're giving a different
giving
air
s-
to
You're
yourself.
giving slay.
You're giving a different air to yourself, and I'll just ask them like, "You got something to tell me?" So your choice. You can tell me now, or you can help me find out in the future. But like, yeah, no, I have stories of a couple of friends coming out to me. To be honest, it was just something normal. I guess like they would come out, they would tell me what they felt, and I'd be like, okay, cool, it's up to you. Personally, my personal values, like religious values, go against it, but that's me personally, not them. So whatever they feel like doing, can.
Oh, that's really sweet of you, Edgar. Thank you very much. So right now we're going to have a short break and we'll be right back with more questions, okay? So yeah, just have a water break and I'll see you guys later.
UCSI University is easily accessible from here? Really? Show me! Hop on the UCSI shuttle to and from campus every 20 minutes. Now, if you miss our shuttle, you can always ride on the My Rapid bus.
Okay, now we're back to the set, and right now we have some more questions about this topic. Okay, so talking about, we just mentioned about like coming out to a friend. So may I know, can you share some stories of you yourself or sharing your sexuality situation?
Sure. The very first time that I started telling people was during quarantine, during COVID, right? You were forced to be indoors. You were forced to actually like think about things that you could usually avoid by being distracted. So most of my friends were on Discord. We'd be playing like, you know, the games at the time, Among Us, whatnot. And I connected with people who were from a different school who went to university with my old friends, and they were out. They were already solid with who they were. They already were concrete in their identity. And we would talk more about it, and that's when I realized I should tell the people I already am around, right? The people who were in school with me. So through their like help as well, like being comfortable with who they were, I got comfortable with who I am. So I slowly started telling people. I would like go on call with them, we'd play the game, and then after the like session, right, I'd be like, hey, can you just hang out for a bit? Just talk to me for a little bit. I'm bored. And through that, I'd be like, hey, yeah, you've heard of this? You've seen, you're on Tumblr, Twitter, you know, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of identify as this. Right, and some people were a bit more withdrawn. Some people I did lose along the way, which it comes with it. If you want to embrace who you are, you lose some people, it's fine. And then others you become closer to. Some are indifferent, but the people who don't care are the ones you keep around.
I see. So for Edgar, did you experience something like this, like you know, what I would say, losing someone throughout
Because
this?
of their sexuality?
Yes.
Not really, to be honest. I feel like amongst most of my friendships, I'm quite open and acceptant to whatever they feel like doing. So I don't really experience losing any friends, but I do experience a lot of confusion at times, and it's just because of difference of mentality. There are a lot of things that I don't understand about some sexualities and that they may find normal, but I feel like that's just because, you know, I'm hetero and they are not. So like we think very differently, or we have different ways of showing affection and so on. So whatever they feel like they may understand, I probably will not. So at times it's mostly just conversations and debates about understanding than rather intolerance.
I see. Okay, that's a really interesting one. So, are you open about your sexuality to everyone right now?
I wouldn't say everyone, right? I would say that I don't hide it. If someone were to ask me, I would tell them, right? But it's not something I go around broadcasting. If it comes up in conversation, I let them know. But sometimes you do have to cherry pick who you don't tell. Some people are very clear with their stance. Some people are very clear about their intolerance. If you want to keep them around for, let's say, academic purposes, for like being in projects, you know they're a good worker or whatever, you cherry pick. You make sure in your mind you make a note, don't tell them. They're not going to like this. They will act differently towards you. Otherwise, I don't really mind. I don't mind anyone knowing, unless they're going to be hateful towards it. That's the only time I'm like, no, thank you.
Is there a specific group range that you cherry pick that you will never?
I wouldn't say it's a specific group range. It's all about mentality.
Mhm.
I think in every sense, every single person has the like ability to be like understanding. It's the matter of were they raised in a way that they can be understanding. And sometimes even your environment isn't what like defines you, right? But it will have an effect. It will have an effect on the way you think about things. So if they simply are not capable of being understanding, you have to cherry pick them. But it's not about like their background.
I see. So throughout the journey of you exploring yourself, did you find that you were treated differently, or I would say unequally, after someone knows and understands your sexuality?
I think some people, like let's say that's how I learned to cherry pick. Like it's not like this is something you know to do from the beginning, right? Either you don't tell anyone at all or you start telling everyone, right? Then you learn. No, this is why you shouldn't. This is why you should be careful. Because once they start treating you even a little bit differently, you can tell. As someone who's like around people all the time, you're able to tell when someone starts acting differently just because you told them you have a different sexuality, just because you perceive the world a little differently.
I see. So for Edgar, do you think cherry picking is something that is like what they should do to protect themselves?
I think that as much as I'd like to say that everybody should be understanding, it's not actually the case. A lot of people aren't understanding, a lot of people will look at it very differently, and a lot of people can be hateful. For example, in a lot of different African countries, you have different governments that really go against, the community, the LGBT community. So, like, it's something that they go against because they want to teach their kids and raise their kids in a way where they understand what it is like to be hetero. And as a Christian person, I don't see it as a problem, but that's just because of religious values. However, I do see the hateful part as a problem because we are not supposed to be teaching hate to people. We're supposed to be teaching tolerance and understanding. It doesn't necessarily mean we have to be like each other, but it means we have to accept each other. So I would say that cherry picking is necessary because some people will look at you and want to hate just because they don't understand. Some people will look at you and want to discriminate just because they don't understand. And the easiest way to solve that is to just not have to go to those people. So cherry picking is the easiest way to just tell them to back off without necessarily causing any altercations or anything like that, because not everyone will understand, and that's not our responsibility to make them.
I see. I think I really like what Edgar is saying is that we're not like promoting this to everyone. It's just like protecting ourselves and protecting their opinions. Okay, so let's take a short break and I'll be back again later with more conversations.
Do you know UCSI University is nearby to many amenities?
Really? Tell me more.
Okay, so we're back to the set right now after talking about some inequalities treating and also cherry picking. So right now we're going to start something about stereotypes, okay? So as someone from into both genders, is it easier or harder for you to date within the same gender or within the opposite gender, from your opinions?
I think it's easier to date the opposite gender. No offense to you, but I think men are willing to make compromises to get what they want. If they want something from you, they will compromise what they stand for or what they even want to get a specific something. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, if you go for someone who's the same gender as I am, right? They've got it's a bit of a uphill walk, I would say, right? It's a bit harder to get what you want if they don't want it to. Right? So they won't compromise what they stand for just because you want something. However, I think if you go for the opposite gender, they're a bit more willing to bend over here, over there, you know?
Why are you laughing?
She didn't lie. But, I mean, it's more complicated than that. I feel like it has more to do with, like, values, right? Like, how they see themselves and what they want in their lives. Like, for example, I personally don't do much of the chasing after just because it's like a lot of people have a lot of things going on in their life, and sometimes you might find crazy people that might make you crazy too. So like
Fair.
I don't do the whole chasing after, but I do understand why some people do it. So like I don't know. It's like,
Okay, that's very fun to know. Okay, so talking about this, are you more interested, at the moment, are you more interested towards the opposite or to the same gender right now?
With the whole duality thing, it can change, right, over time or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But currently, I'm not necessarily that interested in the opposite gender. I feel like it's a bit of a hassle. It's a bit of an uphill battle sometimes.
Uphill battle. Okay,
Yeah.
so talking about duality sexuality, we all know that there are stereotyped as someone who is confused, who is greedy when it comes to things like this. They think that they're a player or a cheater. So how do you feel about getting stereotyped like that?
I think it is inherently wrong because the idea of the confused part is just because people are assuming that, oh, they can't make a decision. But just because you're not picking one or the other and you're choosing all, that in itself is a decision. You're choosing that both parties are people you're interested in, right? And then the whole thing being like, oh, because you have more options, you're more likely to cheat. I don't agree with that in any sense. I think that's entirely personality based. If you're someone who is very obsessed with your partner, you're never going to do that. But if you're someone who does linger your eyes on other people, regardless of what sexuality you are, you're going to do that. It has nothing to do with whether or not you're interested in everyone or if you're interested in one gender. Personality entirely.
I see. Okay, so how about Edgar? Do you ever thought that they are
most
players?
people are players. I don't know. I've met a lot of players in my life, so like I've met players from both gender, and if it's one thing that I've noticed in common, it usually comes from their own personal interests. It's like what they want and how they want to do it. I don't necessarily think it has to do with their sexuality. So I think I go off of the same point of view as her, because it's like, if you want to be a player and if you go for it, that's a dedication that you put on yourself. It's like, it's our own personal decision. So like,
Choice.
if it's a choice that you make. Yeah, genuinely, it's a choice that you make. Like, you want to be a player. You want to go around and live your best life. That's on you.
Your
But
best
I don't
life.
think it has anything to do with sexuality. The sexuality just gives more options. But the options itself will always depend on who you meet, right? So it goes back to personality and it goes back to character. The sexuality does not define what a player is.
I see. So are you worried for being judged or labeled as stereotypically right now and get treated differently?
I don't think the stereotype is what would cause me to be treated differently. I don't think that's what's going to be the issue. But I also don't think I will fall under that stereotype of being a player, as you say. I'm an obsessive person. I will obsess over whoever I'm like with, right? So I don't have to worry about that. And this is something it's kind of known. I make it known that if I have my eyes on someone, it's on someone, one person. What?
Valid. No hate.
Anything you want to say? Anything you want to add on?
I mean, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. Because the thing is, like, okay, no offense to women, right? But no offense to women, but I feel like more than one is a problem. Like, how do you even have the energy to go for more than one? One will give you a headache. One will give you financial problems. One will probably take you to therapy at some point. Like, I think one is enough. One is more than enough. Me personally, one is enough.
Okay, so you're more like being it's not that being in a duality sexuality issue is the problem. It's more like you have your time managing and your energy.
Time management.
Time management, energy management. I don't know. Even spiritually, it just messes you up. So like, nah.
Okay, so I understood and understand that. Okay, that's really fun. So after this, we're going to have a rapid Q&A session and also a game session coming in real quick. Okay, thanks for that though, and I'll see you guys later. Man, this is killing me.
Dare to be greater. To reach higher. And to take your knowledge to new frontiers. To blaze your own path. and dive deeper. Outside and inside the classroom. Pursue your passions and dare to be you. UCSI University.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So right now we're going to have a rapid Q&A session, okay? I call it rapid, but I'm hoping for something more scalding, juicy, or what should I say, okay? So, and when, it's majorly on Luha, but Edgar, I think you can give some of your realist thoughts when it comes to this. Yeah, you're excited.
Hey.
Okay, so first of all, have you ever had a relationship with both men and women?
At the same time? No.
At the same time, no.
Separately?
Separately, sure, yeah, but at the same time, I can't say I have.
Okay, so I don't think I'll ask anything about like body count or something. Yeah, so have you ever found yourself stuck between two genders or two partners at the same time?
No.
For example, let's say like when you're single, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you have to make decisions between like two persons, have you ever been stuck in the situations like this before?
I would say I've considered pursuing two different like people of different genders at the same time, but it has never been an issue on making that decision. It was like, all right, I know who I prefer more. I know who I'm going to try to spend more time with.
I see. Okay, I know.
I'm straight. I don't know. Women, I
help,
guess.
Would you help someone who's in the duality spectrum make a decition?
Make a decision between like
Yeah.
if they want to go for the men.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the two people. Like, it's like whichever gives you the most probabilities of continuing a sane person in life, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so the third one. Do you force yourself to conform to societal expectations because of societal pressures, such as becoming straight?
I mean, I think it would be easier, right? It would be easy to go through life as what society would expect you to be. So in some occasions, I'm like, it might just be easier to just go along with what everyone says, right? For instance, like I have my parents who want me to get married to a man. It would be easier for everyone involved if I just did that. But I can't guarantee that. I cannot, right? It depends where my heart will go.
It would make it easier though.
It would.
Like if we
It would.
take it into consideration, you'd have like a lot less pressure on family. It would be so much simpler. I mean, I just feel like on that aspect, it's easier.
It would be easier. Objectively, it would be easier.
Yeah.
But then, am I being my true self?
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, yeah. I guess, yeah.
And
We'll say half. We'll say half.
Meet me in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle. Okay, so here's one question that I think you guys could answer at the same time, just since you guys are college friends. So the question is, if she had to survive on a deserted island for 1 month,
Okay.
would she choose the person from the same gender or the opposite gender?
Would she choose?
No.
Yeah.
in sync with
I'll just count.
1 month?
And for 1 month. Yeah.
I mean, you're considering a lot of different scenarios in this 1 month.
Don't
Okay,
worry
let's
about it.
take this into consideration. If you need like to lift things and build things, you'd probably
Let's
need a
just-
guy
how
for that.
How about we just take it
If
as
you need
face value?
management skills, you probably need a girl for that.
Face
So-
value.
face
1
value.
month island. What would I pick? Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
1 month.
Yeah. How about I count down in 3, 2, 1, and you guys answer that at the same time. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Woman.
Same gender.
I would say woman, but I would just say that because like, even though you'd get sick of the person after 15 days, like, I would say woman because of preference. I feel like that's just what I think.
Okay, that's really funny. Okay, so yeah, and then I think there's more questions. Hold on. Yeah, I'm coming up with something more. Okay. So do you think she appreciate people from the same gender than the opposite one?
Do I think she appreciates people from the same gender or the opposite one? I feel like appreciation is very broad, so I'll say in terms of appreciation, she appreciates both.
Duality.
Okay, duality. Yes, correct. Okay, so yeah, you mentioned that just now. Do you think you'll get married one day?
Hopefully. I'm not entirely certain where that will go, but probably.
Do you think that your family, like from what you said, your family, do you think they will affect your decisions to the end?
I don't think so. I think when it comes down to it, I will pick myself over family because my family is relatively big. Even if I'm not there, there's someone else to take my place. So I will end up making that decision to pick me.
Okay, so another one. I just wanted to make fun a little bit. So, talking about the community, who do you think the favorite artist will be? Of them,
Of the whole community.
Yeah.
If we go a little old school, a little bit, it's Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Okay, so do you like Lady Gaga?
Relatively much, as one could in this day and age.
Okay, so where are we right now? Yes, we have 30 seconds to end the session, and we're going to start a really interesting game that related to what you're saying. After this, we're going to do a charades session, yeah, and we're going to let you guys try to guess artists, and some of them are actually widely accepted, or we say loved from the community, yeah. But thank you guys so much for answering all of my questions today, and I think we've covered everything, stereotypes and stuff. Yeah, I think I already covered we covered stereotypes, we covered discrimination, and we covered like inequalities and stuff, and also your journey of like exploring your duality, sexuality, and also I heard something really interesting from Edgar, since he is someone that's really sweet and warm, and yeah, right.
Thank you, I guess.
Yeah, really sweet, really warm, and he really does appreciates his friends from the community, and also I won't say like. Do you think like you're a supportive person when it comes to this?
I don't know. Again, like I said, my religious values goes very much against it. So I wouldn't say I am necessarily supportive, but I wouldn't say I am necessarily against it. I'm not going to tell you, go for it, because, my own understanding. But I'm not going to tell you, don't go for it, because, your own personality and your own decision.
Yeah, I think this basically stands the value of what Real Talk is trying to deliver. It's not like we're supporting something or we are against something. It's more like we are trying to be covering all of the real things and the real issues we're coming through.
Having a real talk.
Yes, yeah, having a real talk. I just lied. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think we've summarized everything there for today. And after this, we're going to have something a little bit more relaxed and chill. Okay. Oh my God, this sounds like a line from UCSI though. And yeah. So anyways, if any of you guys are after all of the conversations, and if you guys are interested to know Luha and Edgar. Yeah, you guys mind reading your Instagram names?
LKZ.MOB.
I think you can just follow Luha.
Thumbs up.
Anyone from the Duality Sexuality Pod, she's single at the moment. Yeah, so follow her Instagram. And don't forget to smash like and subscribe, okay? And after this, we're going to have a short break and we'll move to the game session. Okay, so see you guys later.
أهلا وسهلا بكم في جامعة UCSI في كوالالمبور ماليزيا. يمكنكم المشاركة في كافة نشاطات وكالة QETC في مصر وفي المملكة العربية السعودية وفي كينيا وفي الصومال في التواريخ المحددة.
Okay, so we're back to the studio, and now it's time for some games, shall we? Okay, for anyone in front of your phones or laptop, yeah, put down your cup of tea because I think this would be really funny. And hold your tea, Okay, so today we're going to be playing charades, yeah, and you guys know how to play charades?
Yeah.
So basically, just like I have a stack of cards here, okay, and in this 20 cards we have 20 artists that is quite popular and some of them are like mostly appreciated by the by the community. Okay, duality, sexuality, all of us. Okay, so it's pretty simple. And each of you guys will just like pick a random one, and then you just raise this up here. Okay, and we'll just take turns. Okay, so for the first round, Luha will take a guess. After this, we'll let Aiko take a guess. Sure. And 30 seconds each. If you guys manage to answer in 30 seconds, you get 1 point, and we'll see who gets the most in the end. No. And the loser. Let's do a little punishment for the loser. Okay, so I'll let you guys say a pickup line. The cheesier the better to the camera.
You're so losing, man. You're so losing. I'm not joking.
No, you can't back off now. Okay, so
the cornier the better.
The cornier the better, of course, to the camera. Why not? Or you guys want to sing?
No.
No, yeah. So I think this is a better option. Yeah, you see, this is what we call picking.
This is bargaining.
Bargaining, yes, correct. So
Okay.
here. Do you guys want to do like a test session? Who go first?
I'll go first.
You go first. Okay. So put it on. Okay, can you show the camera? What is it? What is it about? Yeah. So the artist. I hope you guys can see. Never mind. We'll let Luha we'll let Luha try.
Toxic.
Wow, that's so descriptive.
You know, there was hit me baby one more time. It's crazy. This is insane.
You don't know her?
That's insane.
I'm singing it, but I'm not sure. Britney? Okay, Britney Spears.
Yes, Britney Spears.
I was singing it in my head. I was like,
wait,
one more time. I didn't know which
when
one.
she's saying toxic, do you think that lady, the artist is toxic?
Bro, do you know how many people I went through when you said toxic?
No,
I was like,
her song
what?
Toxic.
Brent, what? Scissor, what? Okay, no, maybe not.
Well, my turn, right?
Alright, cool.
Yeah. Oh, is this
Deck
the
of
practice
cards.
round or is
This is the legit round. So he got 1 point.
Is this upside down?
Upside down.
Yeah, it's upside down. Okay, let's show the audience. Oh wait, it's the same. It's the same.
You pick.
Okay, you put it down. You put it down here. Yeah, put it down here.
Okay, let's give this another shot.
Okay.
Okay. Is this upside down?
Upside down. Okay, I'm gonna make this hard for you because it's not fair if you have it easy. All right. How can I make this hard? There's no way to make this hard. Jay-Z.
Beyonce.
Yeah, that's like. Yeah, you got
I
it.
feel like you made that easy.
There was no way to make it hard. What was I supposed to say?
I
She was
don't
in
know.
one movie. Like, okay. Here
Destiny
you go.
Child.
I'm supposed to go. You
Oh,
hold.
right. I was confused.
Alright, cool.
Okay, there you go.
Upside down.
Yep, upside down.
Okay.
Oh, I actually don't remember any of his songs.
It's a he.
Yeah, it's a he.
Okay.
Yummy.
No, you lost me.
You wanna like sing it out?
I don't remember any of how it goes.
Hints.
You need help?
He had a bowl cut.
Had a-
He went in a
Describe him. What does he look like?
he's white, he's blonde, he's married. He went like in his youth, in his prime, he like went in a mop, like a
What?
he relieved himself into a mop.
Why is this so hard for you to guess?
I'm having an issue explaining
She's
it.
not explaining it right.
He was the it boy for a while.
I pass. I pass.
Can we pass?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Baby, like I don't know. You had so many options. This Selena Gomez.
You're
like
right.
you made me lose this. You so many options. So many options. I'm so disappointed right now.
Upside down?
Upside down. You know, I'm gonna make this hard.
Make it hard.
She had to pay a fine because she stole a song.
Because she stole a song.
Yes, and an African song at that.
African.
Yes.
Is the African song popular?
It's not popular though.
Okay, she had to pay a fine.
She had to pay, cause it was a whole conspiracy where they thought that she stole a song.
Shakira.
Come on, man! I
Oh
thought
my
it'd be hard.
God.
Yeah, you got it right. She's like,
I'm a media student.
You know, for one thought, I thought you're going to be like, yo, lole, lole, lole.
You know? No, that'd be too easy.
Yeah, he's trying to make it hard because I made him lose Justin Bieber.
I'm so disappointed.
You know what happened? I saw it, and for some reason, I thought it was Justin Timberlake for a second.
Okay.
See, I just forget popular songs is what I'm coming to realize.
I
She's
remember.
like a celebrity of the celebrities, you know? She's considered
Rihanna?
like no, like more white.
More
More
white?
white, more like
Megan Taylor?
more like mid 30s, mid 40s.
Adele.
Yes.
Okay. It's more white.
Yeah, more white.
You lost me. More white. Okay.
I looked at it. I don't know why I did that.
Never mind, you can just put it back and
I
we'll
don't
see.
know it actually.
Yeah.
If it comes.
Upside down?
Okay. No, you got it right.
Okay.
He's not of the duality and sexuality. He just swings one way.
Okay.
He sings.
All right. So
He's-
any male artist.
Yeah, no. He swings one way, but the same way as his own way.
Sam Smith.
Yes, you got it right. Actually, I feel like I'm at a disadvantage here because I'm good at this game, unlike
I'm
someone.
not.
But okay.
I.
Okay, actually, you. Sorry, I'm supposed
Oh,
to
right,
take-
right.
I looked.
It's just, yeah. There you
Upside down?
go. No, you're right. You good. She got popular because of TikTok. She is not white.
Huh?
Say so. Why don't you say so? That one. She got into a recent controversy and she like shaved her head and everything, and then like she might have even like supported.
Doja?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of supported
Could have
somebody.
just said she's going crazy. I'd have had it at that.
Okay, let's see how many we get here right now.
I actually have.
You have 3 points, and you have 3 points.
Okay.
So we have we can do
tied.
more. We
We're
can
tied.
do more.
Hi.
Okay. 2 more.
Yes.
She's definitely of the community. What can I say about her? Her style is immaculate.
Rihanna.
She got a brother.
She got a brother.
Her
Billie
style is
Eilish.
immaculate. Yeah.
Billie Eilish.
Eilish.
I just needed the brother.
I'm still making it too easy for you. Man. I'm still thinking.
Right.
I didn't look.
You didn't look. Yeah. Okay. So
What is
put it on your head.
She's a cheater. Wait, no,
Great.
that's not it. That's not it.
Great.
She steals people.
Huh?
Like they're in a relationship. She takes them. She takes the man.
You lost me.
She is recently with the guy who plays SpongeBob on Broadway.
You still lost me.
Her song Bicycle. I don't know her songs. That's
I'm
the
just
issue.
gonna say
I just know
Megan?
her. No. I'm pretty sure she's white. She might be mixed. I don't know. She was with who did she date? She dated a bunch of people before this. I'm having a hard time, but she was.
Can
with
she
someone
lose the point if I pass this one? Because
hold on,
this
hold
is not even
Wait,
fair.
Hold on. One of her exes died, and then she went like a little.
One of her-
Yeah. One of the
Taylor
people.
Swift?
No. Taylor Swift.
I don't know. She goes through a lot.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Her like ex passed away,
passed
and then
away.
after that she started stealing people from relationships.
I give up. You're terrible. Really?
Yeah, I don't know her songs.
You could have just said she was in iCarly or Cat or whatever her name was. Cat. She
forgot
was in so
about
many shows. Disney, dude.
I
Like,
don't know.
Okay. The last shot.
okay, take your last one.
Upside
Yeah,
down?
25 seconds. Let's go. Upside down. Okay, you're a fan.
I'm a fan.
You're a fan. Meat dress.
Oh, Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Gaga.
Yeah. So here's the result. Luha wins, and later after this round, we're going to let Edgar say a pickup line. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so we're back to the set after the charades game. So let's see. How many counts did Luha get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She got 5 and Edgar got 3. Oh my goodness.
You
oh my
guys think
goodness.
it's fair? I think not. I personally think not.
Never mind, no matter what, you lose. Unfortunately, you lose this round. Okay, so Edgar, as a punishment, can you please
The pickup line?
say something? Say
This,
something.
this one
cheesy.
is from Malaysia. You're the nasi to my lemak.
Wait, can you say this one more time? One more time.
You're the nasi to my lemak. I'm sorry.
Oh wow, wow.
I know it's corny. I know it's bad. I tried my
But you're
best.
keeping it local, you know?
You're
As
pretty
two
local.
internationals, we're keeping it local.
Okay, so I guess anyone who are you single?
Yes.
Yeah, anyone who's single and Malaysian. Okay, yeah, you might be his nasi of the lemak. Okay, so after the charades round, here is something that I just found online that I think is quite interesting for you guys. It's just that this is just like you want to do something fun and also you want to like identify instead of doing MBTIs or like love language test that is like so long. There's this really popular kind of like love the test that is pretty simple from in Japan. So here's the scenario for you guys, and I'll see how you guys would arrange your priorities. Okay, so here is the scenario. If you're at home alone and five of these things happens at the same time, what would you do first according to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So the first one is a baby's crying. Second is you want to go to the bathroom. And third one is the phone rings. The fourth one is the doorbell rings. So someone's at your door. And the fifth one is you realize that you did not turn off the tap. Do you want me to like go do it one more time?
I am inherently confused.
Okay, yeah. So here's what we should do. So when you're at home alone, if you're at home alone, and at the same and all of a sudden a baby cried, the door rings, the phone rings. You want to go to the bathroom, and the water tap is not is on. Yeah. So what would you do first from the first prior to the least?
I'd take care of the baby. Grab the baby, go to the door, close the tap, pick up the phone, and what was the last one? Use the bathroom. Yeah, you do all of that, and then like give the baby to the person. Your phone calls over. Go to the bathroom. Close the tap's closed.
Okay, so remember that one. How about Acker?
I don't know, because the thing is like I would think of the baby first, but I don't know who's at the door. What if the door is danger? The baby is in danger, so the baby is safer where he is. I have enough time to get to the baby, and this is just, and I don't know. I'm just thinking. I'm home alone. The baby's there. The phone is the least of my priorities right now. Like whoever's on the phone, I can answer that call, right? But like after I figure out who's at the door first, because if it's something dangerous, then I'd have to put the baby to safety. The tap, honestly, least of my priorities, because like I can just go and turn it off. It's a little water. I'll pay a little bit extra. So. Yeah, I guess I'll go first door, see who's at the door, because babies usually have certain reasons for crying. And if you're a responsible person, you put it in a safe spot. So door first, see who's at the door. If it's safe, baby second. After baby, check phone in case of emergencies. After phone, tap.
Okay.
And then the bathroom.
Oh,
And
the
the
bathroom
bathroom.
comes last.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to wait for the bathroom while I'm panicked.
You immediately went for stranger danger.
Yeah,
Don't
because,
scary.
dude, I have a baby in the house.
Okay, so the reason why I asked this question is that before that, do you guys think do you guys know that what is your priority when it comes to like life decisions? Do you have any ideas?
Career, I guess.
Career and
Peace.
peace. Okay, yeah. So this psychological test is really popular in Japan because your priorities represents different parts. So taking care of the baby it's similar. It stands for love, and going to the bathroom stands for yourself. And for picking up the phone call is about work. Going to the door is friends, and turning off the tap is about money. So what is your first prior when you said taking care of baby? Means that you will be someone that choose love at first when it comes to like situations for you to pick. You prioritize love, and what is the least?
I think either the bathroom or the tap.
Yeah, which means you don't care about money or yourself.
Hey, him too.
I mean, the baby was crying. Like, I don't know. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Worry about myself? Go pee, then get the door, then
Close
get the baby?
tap
Like,
and
I
then
don't
the
know.
baby.
Yeah, yeah. You guys are like really, really caring when it comes to like babies. Or should I say like love? You guys care about your relationship a lot.
I mean, I would say so. I think I care about my relationships, be it romantic or platonic.
Yeah, actually, same.
Same. Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to like what we see from the test, you just you just pick you would prefer your romance other than like reality, society, work, things like that.
I think they're all relatively important, but prioritizing it, putting it on a hierarchy, probably, yeah. Then again, the question was like phrased, there's a tap running and a baby crying. I will prioritize the baby over
Yeah.
the tap. Because you also didn't say it was gushing, you said it was dripping, right? That's what the question says, right? I don't think anyone was going to be like, oh, let me close the tap and then deal with my crying baby.
I see. Okay, so do you guys think that this game is this test is fun? If you guys think it's fun, you can try to do it yourself and see what kind of people you are. And thank you so much, Luha and Edgar, for joining the session today. I think did you guys enjoy the session?
Oh,
I did.
splendid time.
Yeah, they are really having a lot of fun time. Yeah, so. And I think this will be the end of the interviewing session of the day. Thank you so much, Luha and Edgar, once again for joining our live, and also Dr. Arman. And now he's probably working on something because he's really busy. But thank you so much for our dearly guests for sharing their opinions and also their psychological and their journey of exploring and also like dealing with people from the community and also with the society, discrimination, blah blah blah, things like that. Yeah, thank you guys so much. And to the end of we're coming to the end. We're coming to the end of the show, and don't forget once again, don't forget to subscribe. UCSI Masscom TV. Okay, you guys can subscribe it too, and you can see the playback and see if you look amazing on live. And also, Real Talk will be on air every Tuesday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and we'll be on live on UCSI Media Broadcast Center. Yeah, in Block G, Level 1. So if you guys find this amusing or you guys are entertained, don't forget to stay tuned to the next episode of this live, because for the next episode we'll be continuing our topics about what is it called again? Sexualities. Yeah, maybe it's not duality, maybe it might be somewhere else, or there's something else that we're going to be covered. So stay excited, stay tuned to the next live, okay? And also for our UCSI students, yeah, I know it's almost finals, right? Yeah, everyone are covering your assignments, covering your test perhaps. So don't forget to drink more water, get enough rest, and also if you want to stay entertained while you're like having like a really, really intense coffee time workloads and stuff, you can just watch us. You can come to UCSI Masscom TV. We're going to have a lot of talk shows happening here every day. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next live. Thank you, Luha and Edgar, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.